I want to get your thoughts on walking into this match with your former best friend and bro god.
First of all, that was never my friend. That was just some kid I used to get to the top and stand over him and become the god that I am today. As far as cage matches goes, I am Colton Cage. I am from the streets of rage. This is my match. This is my time, and this is the end of your career.
For the last 2 weeks, I was locked up. And when you're locked up, Gilbert, you have a lot of time to think. And I've had a lot of time to think. And I've been thinking. And you see, these last 2 weeks, I've realized that you've ruined the last couple months of my life. First, you made me accidentally hit my ex-girlfriend, Danny. And then, you got me locked up in jail. And I was inside of a cage. And I know what it feels like to be locked up. And come April SNS, you're gonna finally feel like, you're gonna know what it feels like to be locked up. And Danny, listen, bro, finally you did me a favor. You took her off my hands.
What?
That's probably the only thing good that you've done to me. Because let me tell you something, brother. I've stepped up. I've got a new girlfriend. You might know her. She's your ex-wife, Lily.
What? What? Whoa, wait a second here. Colton Cage's ex-wife? Well, Colton Cage can't believe what he sees, and I don't blame him.
Oh, no. Dustin Jackson just grabs Colton Cage. No, don't do this, Dustin.
No.
Don't do this.
That's our TV champion. He just put through a table.
I ain't never gonna stop. It's running through my veins. Underneath the neon lights, they all call my name. Welcome to the show. Do you really wanna know? Take it all you're giving, and I'm never gonna go. Whoa, baby, welcome to the show.
Hello, everyone, and welcome into Davis Arena, OVW Television on the air. Gilbert Corsi joined alongside Dr. Manby's Ted McNaylor, and we are pressing our way toward the Saturday night special, April 6th, and we learned a blockbuster main event inside a cage last week.
That's right, Gilbert's going to be outside the law. It's going to be inside the cage as Colton Cage and Dustin Jackson face off in the steel cage.
We will see our OVW Television Champion in action, Colton Cage, later tonight, but how about the blockbuster revelation that Colton's ex-wife, Lily, is now with Dustin Jackson?
I mean, these two have been swapping partners back and forth. It's like, what's going to happen next? I don't know.
It's like Young and the Wrestlers, that's what I'll tell you. Hey, tonight on OVW Television, we're going to see Justin Smooth in action. How about that, we'll call it a confrontation that we saw last week when Tony, what is going on? Oh my! Jaylee, Cali! Get out of the way, Doc! Get out of the way! Get out of the way!
I'm saying right here at the commentary table here, can we get some security, please? Jaylee has just gone crazy on Cali.
Yeah, the only safe place is at the broadcast booth, but have you seen Jaylee back over the last couple of weeks? I mean, she's been even more hot-tempered than usual, jealous of Cali because Cali was competing on the Clash in the Bluegrass, and the fiery redhead, Jaylee, is all fired up here, Doc.
Yeah, you can say that again. We still need some security out here. This was not scheduled.
Did you hear the rustling in back and the slamming?
Well, I did. That's why I stopped talking.
Cali. Cali is being ravaged here. Finally, it looks like we got some officials coming from the back. Somebody to separate these two, but this is an all-out assault.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. She's going to be fine for that.
Yep. You cannot touch a referee like that.
Jaylee is incensed here, Doc.
I don't know if I'd get back in the ring if I was one of these referees. They might get punched.
This is what jealousy will do to you?
I got to think Jaylee feels she deserves a shot at that women's championship.
All right, guys, if you can hear me in back, we certainly need some more people out here. The refs are not doing it. Here comes security. A few more backstage personnel.
Head of security.
Finally, somebody to stop this vicious assault. And Jaylee is still going. She's still coming.
Oh, no, watch out, watch out.
You know, Jaylee feels incomplete without the OVW Women's Championship. Jaylee believes that she's the top of the heat, the queen of the mountain, the head diva in the femme fatale locker room. And all of those monikers, all of that bragging right, it just goes right out the window if she's not the champion. And we're seeing right now how it's crawled under her skin, Doc.
Absolutely, she is incensed. I mean, look at how many grown adults are having to hold Jaylee back.
But Cali's helpless. She was clearly attacked in back.
She just shoved down head of security, Sergeant Suarez. Oh, my God.
Clearly attacked in back, had no opportunity to defend herself. Cali could be seriously hurt here, Doc.
Yeah, we know Cali has had a history of concussions. I certainly hope that she's medically okay here, as we hopefully can get this under control.
Jaylee has lost it. She is livid here. She is livid.
She is seeing red.
Finally.
Finally, they've gotten these two, well, I should say they've gotten Jaylee off of Cali. They haven't broken up these two. They finally peeled Jaylee off. Oh, my God. Hope Cali's okay. Wow.
Wrestling, a love and a passion we all share. I've started a wrestling brand, a brand founded on the aspects of wrestling. Two entities working together to create a product that connect emotionally for people everywhere. From counting the lights in your local armory to main eventing in Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan. Collar and elbow, the wrestling brand.
It doesn't matter if you go out a day in your life. Within 4 to 6 weeks, we're gonna teach you how to weld.
Welcome back to OVW Television. Gilbert Corsi joined alongside BS, Bruce Snyder, Dr. Manby's Ted McNaylor, still backstage tending to Cali. And we've got tag team action to start us off this week.
Following is a tag team contest scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the team of William Lutz and Ashton Cove.
And Bruce, I think that's really an example of how the class in the bluegrass and this new partnership with Impact Wrestling has ratcheted up the intensity and tension in the OVW locker room. Jaylee was like a woman possessed. And speaking about intensity.
And their opponents, the team of Maximus and Leonis Khan, King's Ransom.
It doesn't get more intense than King's Ransom, the winners of the 2018 Nightmare Cup, who have been chasing after the OVW Southern Tag Team Champions for months. We're joined back now with the broadcast booth by Dr. Manby's Ted McNaylor. Ted, can you give us an update on Cali?
Well, it's too early before we can do impact testing to determine if she has a concussion. She definitely had her bell rung, and I just hope that medically that she'll be okay to go next week, but it remains to be seen.
Doc, we were talking about the 2018 Nightmare Cup winners, King's Ransom, Leonis, and Maximus Khan, intensity personified. But one way or another, they have not gotten what they want most, and that's a good, clean, fair shot at the War Kings. Do you think the Southern Tag Team Champions, Jax Dane, Crimson, could be dodging, even scared of the hottest prospect tag team in wrestling today?
I'll tell you what, the next time you see
Ransom.
Jax Dane, why don't you ask him if he's dodging King Ransom? Or Crimson, for that matter. I'm not going to question them.
All power here as you see Maximus Khan going to work on Ashton Cove. And for those of you guys who remember, actually, it was Ashton Cove and William Lutz who handed King's Ransom their first defeat.
That is very true, and we could see history repeat itself. And then would Lutz and Cove be the #1 contenders?
There was outside interference, a lot of DL3 and shallow jump shenanigans.
But that's not what the record books show, and the records book don't show hashtag shenanigans afterwards.
I can tell you what, Leon and Maximus have not forgotten that.
He just threw his 250-pound body right into the chest of Ashton Cove.
Well, what do you make of the actions of the Southern Tag Team Champions in the War Kings? I mean, they've been challenged time and time again, and one would say that King's Ransom has, it's not just issuing a challenge here, they are the rightful #1 contenders for the Southern Tag Team titles. Why won't the champions square off with them?
Sorry, had to listen.
Why not face King's Ransom if you're the War Kings?
They will in time. Look, anytime you go to war, you got to have strategery, if you will.
And so
it's an art of war.
Is the fact that Crimson and Jax Dane,
Hold on, there's a cover, vertical press.
That's Maximus on top, and he's only able to find 2.5 as Ashton Cove comes in and makes the save.
Oh, God. Uh-oh. This might be breaking down, you guys.
Like you were talking about, these guys remember what Lutz and Cove did.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. And Cove and Lutz are seeing stars.
You counted all the way to 20, Gilbert.
I know my times tables, Doc.
Very proud of you. As Lutz and Cove, I'm very proud of them turning the tables here on King's Ransom.
And you make a very good point if Lutz and Cove... Double spear. And Cove and Lutz were nearly snapped in half.
That was the most vicious do-si-do I've ever seen. Shoots off Cove. Oh, I'm sorry, Lutz. King's Landing.
Oh my, folded in half like an accordion.
Is it just me or are they a little more explosive?
And it may be all over but the crying here. 1, 2, 3. Another emphatic victory for King's Ransom.
Your winners, King's Ransom.
I'm gonna take you back and show you one more time, ladies and gentlemen. Up and down, and look at the way that Lutz's body just bends in half. There is the victory. There is the victory for Maximus and Leonis Khan. King's Ransom's got something they want to say.
Think they're going to call out the War Kings?
War King! Get out here!
Simple and to the point.
I had a feeling.
Straight to the point.
Are they even here?
I don't have the answer to that question.
I haven't seen them.
I said War Kings! Get your butts out here right now!
That's a pretty emphatic message. Oh, look.
There's the Southern Tag Team Champions. Apparently they are here.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Oh, there we go. We can hear you now.
Sorry. Technology some days, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Listen, as we were saying, one, we're brand ambassadors. I'm sorry we can't be there tonight, but look, as Ohio Valley Southern Tag Team Champions, we have a responsibility to our fans, to our sponsors, and to our community partners out there that expect us to go all across the country, all across the world, representing Ohio Valley Wrestling to the fullest. That's something you guys don't know about, probably never will, and that's okay. We're here to teach you. We're here to help you. So tonight, I'm sorry, we're not here. We're not there at the hall. Oh my God, we're not there. So we're gonna have to wait.
You know,
maybe you'll get your chance, but quite honestly, do they deserve it?
Nope. You know, look, man, it's really simple. We have manhandled and destroyed everybody at Ohio Valley Wrestling. I mean, for God's sakes, all you guys had to do to get a 2-on-2 shot was to beat the Void in 10 minutes. You couldn't beat the Void in 10 minutes. My kids can beat the Void in 10 minutes. So we came out, we destroyed the Void, we destroyed you, and now you're begging like children? Like my kids beg for a drink. Like my kids beg for some candy. You guys are begging to go 2-on-2 with the most dominant tag team in the world. Have you lost your mind?
I think they have. And instead of a tag team title shot, I think what Jax is going to do is bend you over his knee and give you a spanking like he does his kids.
Spank their asses.
You know, you said you destroyed us, but the last time I checked, you two at the 1000th episode faced each other and couldn't beat each other.
Right? You remember.
But if I could recall, my brother Leonis, he beat Jax one-on-one. Right here. It was right here. And if I don't recall, me, Maximus Khan, I beat you, Crimson, one-on-one.
First off, the first thing you should do is slap your mama for naming you those crazy-ass names. That's just dumb, that's ridiculous, that's stupid. Those names alone, you don't deserve another title shot.
I don't recall any of that happening, and that's all right. You guys can think about that. You can think about whatever you want. The reality is you guys aren't getting another chance. You got to start from the bottom and work your way up, okay? Sorry.
Last time I checked, the only time we had a fair title shot against you guys at PFR, if I'm not mistaken, we beat you. Of course it wasn't for the titles, but we won. And I wasn't gonna bring this up.
Should he bring it up? Bring it up.
Hey, War Kings, like I said, I wasn't gonna bring this up, but at that event where we beat you in the non-title match, you know your mentor, Animal from the Legion of Doom? Ooh. He happened to take a liking into us. Wow. And if I can recall correctly, I believe he said something along the lines of, wow, you guys are younger, stronger, better looking, and the last thing he said is he really, for some strange reason, happened to like our helmets with the spikes on them. So if you're any men at all, why don't you stand up for Animal? April 6th, us versus you. No Void, no third team, a fair title shot. What's up?
I don't believe you.
You're the War Kings, we're the Lions, you're the prey. In the meantime, you two little goofs, you name the time, you name the place, we'll bring the ass kicking. I just said the time and the place, so I guess we'll see you there. I wasn't listening to you. Nobody else in the stands are listening to you. Nobody on TV.
We'll see you there.
You get in touch.
We'll see him there.
I'm calling.
We'll see him there. You'll all see us there. Win the title. Let's go.
to a trap. They got him to agree to the match.
That means we're going to have a royal encounter with the Southern Tag Team title on the line at the Saturday Night Special. War Kings and King Ransom.
Long live the Kings.
Which one?
You have to assure them and protect them from the idea that they have to pick one. They have to be able to love both of their parents as much as they want to. What makes this really difficult is your spouse may not be sending that same message, and you have to do it anyway. That's what's important. Your children want to know what's going to happen to them. They have to know that they're loved, and they have to know that they're allowed to love both of their parents. And you have to hold that line, even if you're the only one doing it.
Do this?
Ow, yeah, everything hurts.
Even up here?
Yeah.
No! Jaylee!
You stupid!
Jaylee, come on! Jaylee, come on! Jaylee,
come on!
Jaylee, no! Jaylee, come on! Stop! Jaylee! Stop it!
Get off!
Jaylee, stop
Get
it!
off!
Jaylee, stop it! You okay?
Get off of me!
Stop it! Stop it!
Get off!
Jaylee has full-on lost it. Another attack on Cali? She's crazed. She's out of her mind.
You can say that again, Gilbert. Speaking about his mind, remember last week when Sam Thompson tried to challenge Cash Flo?
I remember last week when Sam Thompson did not give up for the third time in the Chop Shop Challenge. That's what I remember.
I wonder what he's going to say now. Is he going to retire? I hope so.
Are you guys also seeing a little grudging respect to Cash Flo?
Not yet.
Maybe Sam's finally going to call it quits. You know, he had a good run.
Last week, I came out here once again, gave it 110%, and it still was not enough. I know I can prove myself to all you people. I know I belong here. So Cash Flo,
oh no,
I'm ready again this week. Come out here.
He's not serious. Is he serious?
Well, here's the thing. Sam Thompson has not won the Chop Shop Challenge. I mean, he hasn't.
No one has. Nobody on the OVW roster has beaten Cash Flo at the Chop Shop Challenge.
But he has not given up. And if there's one thing you know about Boy Wonder, it's that he is tenacious. As tenacious as it gets. Here comes the heavy-handed hitman and the owner of the Chop Shop, Cash Flo, who has put up a $1,000 bounty each week for anyone who can out-chop him. He hasn't had to pay yet.
Cut that stinking music now.
He doesn't like his music?
Well, he has something to say.
I don't care if you give 110% or 200%. It doesn't matter. Nothing, and I mean nothing you do is worth anything. You understand me, Boy Wonder? You are a boy living in a man's world. This is professional wrestling. This isn't Legos. What makes you think you can win anything?
Legos?
Hold on a minute, I'm not done. What you need to do is you need to take your rear end to the back, and you need to send a man out here, because let's get this straight. Your name is Boy Wonder, right? Chance after chance I give you to take my money, and it's just not enough, Sam Thompson. What's in it for me, huh? What's in it for me? I got money right here. What's in it for me?
You want me to be a man? You want me to be a man, Cash Flo? How about, as a man, I put up my money tonight?
Sam's money?
Wow.
Ted, come here.
Now,
Ted,
Sam
come here.
Thompson
What is he calling me up here?
Has not won a Chop Shop challenge yet.
Here's
He
a
just
5.
hasn't given
Here's a
up.
5. Here's a 1. Here is a receipt.
$6?
That's all my money right there. Cash, I'm willing to put it all on the line tonight.
Oh, he's putting it on the line.
What is that, about 26?
Ted, there's like $46 there.
46, sorry.
Okay. As good as that joke is, your measly $46, that's about as funny a joke as looking out at these people in this crowd here.
It's not even 30 bucks.
You want to enter my shop with $46. My money is real. You either have $1,000 or you get out of my ring right now.
$1,000? Cash Flo, I have an Xbox One at home, and I'll bring it here next week and give it to you if you give me a chance tonight. I'll give you all my action figures. I'll give you anything you want for just one more opportunity.
I don't think Cash even plays Xbox.
I owe you. And it's an IOU, Cash.
Stupidity.
Let's get this straight. My $1,000 versus an IOU. That means if I win, when I win, I come back next week and you're gonna have my money.
Uh-oh.
So that means if you don't have my money, I'm coming to find you. Is that what you agree to? You want me to open my shop, my $1,000 versus your IOU? Fine. Shop is now open.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
He's not serious.
I don't know about this deal. I don't know about this deal for Sam Thompson, Bruce.
Well, has a point to make. And the only way he's going to continue to grow in wrestling is taking on challenges and taking on guys.
Yeah, but you heard what Cash Flo told Sam Thompson, that you are a boy living in a man's world.
What better way to dispute that than to take care of business in the ring? Not saying he can do it, but
There it is.
Oh,
God.
Someone just fire a gun?
The worst.
Wow.
Sounds like it.
Agony written all over the face of Boy Wonder. This boy may be wondering why he got himself into this fight.
I think I saw his pec muscle flying to the crowd.
Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Cash paused for a minute there.
Yeah, it actually made a sound this week.
Oh.
Oh!
God. Why would you voluntarily sign yourself up to take this kind of punishment?
Again, that speaks about the heart, the will, the drive, the courage, the tenacity that is in this young man that they call
people
Ducky.
are actually clapping for him.
Because now, Cash bent. I have never seen Cash bend in half to a chop to anyone.
Goes for.
And look, Thompson. Thompson's lighting him up. Thompson's lighting him up here.
What the hell is going on?
This is payback. This is payback from last week. No, come on.
Telegraphed it.
Just when Sam Thompson looked like he was going to win this Chop Shop Challenge.
This is why you never, ever turn your back on Cash Flo.
You don't bet against the bank. That is 6'4", 340.
Oh my! Oh my goodness. That could be it. Not
Could
only for
be.
the match, but for the career.
Could be. But the Duck didn't give up.
Yeah, but I think his goose just got cooked.
Personal Fitness and Rehabilitation is the official training and medical partner for Ohio Valley Wrestling. Personal Fitness and Rehabilitation is designed to help manage spine, hip, and knee pain both before and after surgery. Personal Fitness and Rehabilitation will ensure that you reach and maintain your lifestyle and fitness goals. Get back in the game of life. Call 502-875-4737 for an appointment now, or visit www.pfrhealth.com to learn more. Your life, your health, better.
Welcome to the show. Do you really want to know? Taking all you're giving and I'm never gonna go. Whoa, baby, welcome to the show.
Brought to you by Lemmy Law. Need a lawyer? Get Lemmy at LemmyLaw.com. OVW and Lemmy Law, an unbeatable tag team.
How are you doing both mentally and physically after going toe-to-toe with Sami Callihan?
You know, you said it just right there, Gilbert. It wasn't a wrestling match. It was a battle. It was a fight. It was a war. I mean, I got the battle scars to prove it, the bumps and bruises. Look at this right here. I strained my tricep in that match with Sami Callihan. And to tell you this, I will give credit to Sami. He was a tough competitor. We went 30 minutes toe-to-toe, but I came out victorious. But Sami did something. He brought out something inside of me, a fire deep down inside of me that's not going to go away.
He also got you noticed. In fact, after we went off the air on live television with Clash and the Bluegrass, Scott D'Amore, top management from Impact Wrestling, came to the ring, shook your hand, and said that you've earned an opportunity down the road at Impact Wrestling. So what can you tell us about that?
You know, Gilbert, that's something he stated, that I could prove myself on Impact TV. And that, to prove myself, that's something that I don't like hearing those words. I've been in the wrestling business for 15 years. I've been proving myself since day one. And the thing is, Gilbert, it's not about going to Impact and proving myself. I'm not proving myself to nobody or anyone. I'm going there to be me, to do me, to be me. And when I go to Impact, they're going to find out what the Gunn show was all about.
In just a few weeks down the road, we're heading into the Saturday night special. All high-profile matches where the heavyweight title is expected to be defended. Are you ready to step up to those challenges with, we've seen your arm, Tony Gunn not at 100%?
You know, Gilbert, I think everyone knows that I'm ready to step up to the challenge. I showed that in the first 30 days. In this next 30 days, I'm going to treat it just like I did in the first 30. I'm going to come out guns a-blazing because I'm starving, I'm hungry, and I'm going to be damned if I'm going to let anybody take this from me. And I welcome everybody. Inside OVW, outside OVW. Heck, we can bring in Cash Flo. We can bring in the Hernandez brothers, the War Kings. I don't care who it is. Anybody that...
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Tanner Reynolds.
Tanner Reynolds returned to OVW action last week on OVW TV. It's been about 5 or 6 years since we saw him in competition here in Davis Arena.
Yes,
I tell you what, this is the kind of guy who has a mean streak and is not the kind of superstar who's afraid to cut corners.
Well, clearly not. He's not afraid if he's stepping in the ring with that man.
And his opponent, the Trinidad Titan, Justin Smooth.
But how about the actions of the Trinidad Titan last week on OVW Television, interrupting an interview involving our heavyweight champion, Tony Gunn, with a smug, some would say, clap, and telling him a few simple words: enjoy it while it lasts.
Oh, we'll see how it goes. I mean, Justin Smooth laid down the challenge, and we can now say it has been official. OVW officials have said that at the April 6th Saturday Night Special, Justin Smooth will get an opportunity. Tony Gunn has agreed, and they will face each other for the OVW Heavyweight Championship.
Blockbuster match, another title match added to Inside the Cage, Outside the Law, our April 6th edition of the Saturday Night Special right here
hold on a second.
OVW Television. And speak of the OVW Heavyweight Champion,
son of a gun,
here comes the shotgun.
What's he doing out here?
Well, I guess maybe perhaps a little bit of turnabout is fair play. You mentioned that Tony Gunn's going to be squaring off against Justin Smooth in the Saturday Night Special. Maybe he's just getting a scouting. Why not, champ? When you can sit wherever you want. You're the OVW Heavyweight Champion.
Oh, welcome there, Tony Gunn. Hey, nothing like scouting your competition like in a front row seat.
Hey guys, it's great to be here.
Well, Tony Gunn, that blockbuster victory against Sami Callihan at Clash in the Bluegrass put you, Tony Gunn, on the radar of Impact Wrestling. I've got to wonder, do you feel any added pressure now, knowing that the guys from Impact are watching you, that you have a future opportunity on Impact TV? Do you feel any added pressure now with this target on your back?
Oh, God!
Street Justice!
Oh.
What's gonna happen?
He's looking at you, Tony.
Yeah, he can keep looking at. You know what?
Street Justice.
I'm actually going to
Saturday Night Special.
I'm actually going to go up here and congratulate him.
Victory for the Trinidad Titan.
Justin Smooth.
Tony Gunn making his way into the ring. We might need to get security on standby here.
But remember what Gunn said, that he speaks with his actions and to look at his track record. And that track record is undeniable.
Look, that's what Justin Smooth did to Tony Gunn last week in his interview with you, Gilbert.
Clapping in his face, and for some reason this does not look like a celebration.
This thing is just starting to heat up.
You can cut the tension between these two superstars with a knife.
And I'm serious. Can we get some security on standby here? This does not look like it's going to end amicably. These two just lashing into each other verbally.
Mind games being played here between Gunn and Smooth, with a collision in their future at the Saturday Night Special.
If a client comes to me and they've been a victim of domestic violence, that's not just a single event. That's a state that they are in. So we're going to address their immediate safety, but throughout that process, I'm dealing with a bullied client. We can't make child custody based on fear, especially when there's no longer something to be afraid of. When we've addressed the attacker and removed them from the situation, now we can make reasoned decisions, not fearful ones.
Welcome back into Ohio Valley Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. I want to show you how this tense moment between the OVW Heavyweight Champion, Tony Gunn, and the Trinidad Titan ended as we were in the commercial break. Gunn holding up his title, saying, "I earned it, and you're going to have to pry it out of my cold, dead hands." And look at the smirk, Doc, from Justin Smooth.
Oh, God.
Mind games written all over this one.
The following is a gauntlet contest for the OVW Television Championship. Introducing first, Montana-made Phil Early.
6 superstars, 1 champion at the end of it all. 5 superstars in the challenger, and the champion does not have a champion's advantage. Television champion, the most vulnerable in OVW.
And his opponent, he is the Beast Unleashed, Zoe!
But here comes a triple-A athlete in my opinion. He is agile, he is angelic, and he is an all-star. The Juggernaut. So, what time is it, Doc?
I think it's Zoe time, Gilbert.
You got it. In fact, it was a couple of weeks ago that Zoe walked out of the TV title Gauntlet as champion. But it just goes to show how vulnerable this title is in this Gauntlet scenario that's been set out by our commissioner.
What's this guy doing?
Dean Hill.
Big Sky.
Well, Phil Earlius from Montana.
I don't know if that's the best way to get a chance started for yourself.
He's not in the Big Sky country anymore. He's in OVW, if you will. In there with the leader of OVW, the Juggernaut Big Zoe.
Now, clearly he didn't check his watch before the match started. Oh, God! Well, hold on a second. I was about to say very impressive, but I don't think it fazed the big man Zoe.
What's more impressive is how Zoe just pops right back up to his feet.
Uh-oh. Don't look behind you, Phil.
The guy from the Big Sky part of the country's got a big problem in Big Zoe.
Oh! He slapped him in the head.
The spinning wheel kick here from the Juggernaut. There's that agility that I talked about and a quick victory. And that's important in this Gauntlet-like scenario because Zoe is going to have to go from beginning to end if he wants to leave here tonight the television champion.
Phil Early has been eliminated. Introducing the next competitor, Drew Hernandez.
I should make mention, ladies and gentlemen, that we are pressing our way to the Saturday night special. It's April the 6th right here in Davis Arena. Brought to you by the Night School of Welding, the U.S. Army, Game Exchange, and Lemmy Law. Drew Hernandez entering the Gauntlet here.
Drew Hernandez is no pushover. He's not going to, Zoe's going to have to pick it up a little bit on Drew if he wants to walk away with the victory.
So far, so good for the current television champion, Colton Cage. He hasn't got a bad spot. We know that Colton Cage, champion or not, is heading into a cage match at the Saturday night special on April the 6th with his former best friend and bro, Dustin Jackson.
And Colton Cage has not exactly had the best luck lately. Oh gosh, wait a second. Did you see Drew Hernandez? That could be it.
Not many men can power down Zoe like that.
Drew just going to work on Zoe. I was going to say Colton Cage, hopefully his luck has turned around a little bit. It was 2 weeks ago. His former tag team partner, Dustin Jackson, broke out of jail and then beat him in the middle of the ring, just whooped him. And then last week, not only did Dustin reveal he's been dating Colton's ex-wife, he threw him to a table.
Yeah, like I said, it was that scenario has two guys. It used to be 2 guys, 1 girl, and that's an age-old problem. But now I've lost count because Colton's dating Dustin's ex-girlfriend, and Dustin's dating Colton's ex-wife, and the Young and the Wrestlers. I tell you.
Oh God! I mean, we could almost have a
look at this.
Oh, wait.
Oh, the round off into normally a series of back elbows, but instead Drew Hernandez with a boot to the back of the brain.
Had it scouted.
And Zoe looks like he's seeing stars here.
I'm impressed with Drew Hernandez, though, making a name for himself. Zoe firing back, but how much energy does he have left? You can tell he's winded.
I tell you what, Drew Hernandez has been around the OVW locker room for the better part of a year now and has a little bit of a chip on his shoulder, feeling like he's not getting enough shots and opportunities here on OVW TV. I think we're seeing that here this week.
Yeah, great intensity as we see Zoe body slamming Drew Hernandez. Drew Hernandez, not a small man.
Zoe beginning to rally, putting it back together, and there's that agility on display.
That's how Zoe won the first round. Can he do it again?
On display once again, and Zoe advances in the Gauntlet.
Drew Hernandez has been eliminated.
But the Juggernaut's got a problem now with a demon.
Introducing the next competitor, Amon.
Straight out of Hades. Here comes Satan's favorite sinner. You get a scary, sinking, oh my God, that's disgusting.
He did not.
I think I asked last week, does Amon have his shots?
I don't know how you vaccinate against
Look
being
at these
possessed.
two, just slugging it out back and forth, left and right here.
I think you need an exorcist.
But the Juggernaut's getting the better of this exchange. Oh! And a roundhouse kick. Followed up with a series of thrusts here. And it's hard to hurt the Demon, Doc.
Certainly, he's almost impervious to pain as Zoe throws him from pillar to post.
Look out!
Grabbing Amon again, does Zoe. Whips him across the ring one more time. What's he going for here? Uh-oh.
That Zoe
Time to hop
train.
aboard the Zoe train here.
Heading down the track into a head-on collision with Amon.
And it looks like Amon is finally showing some chinks in the armor there.
The Demon set for the ride, and Zoe went to the well one too many times.
He's slamming, Amon slamming the back of Zoe's head onto that mat.
The Demon is taking control. Who's going to advance to the television title gauntlet? OVW continues.
Wrestling, a love and a passion we all share. I've started a wrestling brand, a brand founded on the aspects of wrestling. Two entities working together to create a product that connect emotionally for people everywhere. From counting the lights in your local armory to main eventing in Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan. Collar and elbow, the wrestling brand.
It doesn't matter if you go out a day in your life. Within 4 to 6 weeks, we're gonna teach you how to weld.
I hear what you're saying, but you're standing alone. Now with you and me here, this place is gonna explode. Saturday night, you bet there's gonna be a fight. Under the lights, gonna be ready to fight on Saturday night.
You're back here in Davis Arena, ladies and gentlemen. Television title gauntlet underway. Zoe started it. Amon is 4th of 6, but during the break, it was all the Demon, Doc.
Absolutely. Amon has just taken it to Zoe, but Zoe, to his credit, keeps trying to stay alive in this contest, but I don't know how much he has left.
And once again, Colton Cage has gotten a solid pick. You don't know as the
fighting.
champion.
Sorry to interrupt, Gilbert, but we saw a grown man bite another grown man in the ring.
And again, I go back to wonder if Amon, if we have vaccinations, is that part of the vaccination protocol to be vaccinated? Get your shots for Amon.
You know, when it comes to demon possession, Gilbert, don't ask a doctor, ask a priest. Zoe is just taking relentless punishment from Amon here.
The Juggernaut's got to create some distance here. The Demon has slowed his power and his agility.
What's he doing with his shirt now?
I thought he was going to try and pull it up over his eyes and perhaps try to blind
that or choke him with it.
Again, but your guess is as good as mine. I mean, Amon, there's a reason they call him Satan's favorite sinner. He is unorthodox, and it looks like Amon is trying to send the Juggernaut here, STH, straight to hell. Zoe turns it around and hits that spinning heel kick.
Did he get all of it?
Into the cover here. The leg is hooked.
He did.
And Amon is out of there.
Amon has been eliminated.
What a gutsy showing here for Zoe. But how much damage has been done?
That's a great question, Bill.
With the television champion now on his way to the ring.
Introducing the next competitor, accompanied to the ring by Danny. He is the OVW Television Champion, Colton Cage.
Colton Cage and his Minx headed to the ring for this television title gauntlet.
Colton Cage looks ready for the big man zone.
How appropriate that Danny comes to the ring. Oh, wearing a shirt that says Outlaw. It was in jail several weeks ago when Colton Cage was taunting Dustin Jackson, who was locked up. That Danny showed up on the other side of the camera and revealed that she was now a lover of Cage.
Talk about the young and the wrestlers.
And she's proved a difference maker. She has proved a difference maker in Colton Cage's corner.
And she has. It's been
There's
very
the scissor
effective.
kick. There's the scissor kick, and that's the way that Colton Cage wins matches. 1, 2, 3, and there was just too much gas taken out of Zoe.
Zoe has been eliminated.
And now here, look at this man. This is Hermano de Dios making his debut.
Introducing out the final competitor, Hermano de Dios.
Hermano with a drop kick that...
And I'm going to talk to Al. He's flying in people from Mexico. I want a pay raise.
What did you say this guy's name was?
Hermano de Dios.
De Dios. New luchador. Hey, and that's what we talk about, ladies and gentlemen, that so many people are wanting a shot, wanting an opportunity here in OVW, that minutes matter and minutes are precious. But Hermano.
Listen to this crowd chanting C. Oh!
Big drop kick from the top rope connects.
That drop kick look, I feel like I've seen it before.
So did the first one.
Watch out, Tristan, watch out.
There's the springboard.
Oh, God.
Cross body block.
Viva los Hermanos!
And I tell you what, Hermano is making quite the impression in his debut here on OVW Television. The TV champion Colton Cage is in trouble.
The kids all around Mexico are in front of their televisions going crazy right now. Holy friole!
Wait a minute. There's the splash from the top, the hook of the leg, and we've got a new television champion. Did you see that splash?
Your winner and new OVW Television Champion, Hermano de Dios.
Hermano de Frio de Dustin Jackson. Jackson stole Colton Cage's life, and now has stole his television title.
Dustin Jackson just fooled Colton Cage, and he's now your OVW Television Champion.
He's getting a little bit more payback week after week heading into the cage at the Saturday Night Special.